Hey guys, it's Cascada. I know that nobody's on right now, but I'm going live because I didn't feel like recording a video and then uploading it. Um, but the topic of this video is for parents to love their kids. So to start off um, with the video, I guess about uh, a week and a half ago, maybe. I came out of the broom closet and the closet on Facebook. It was about 5 days after the death of someone in my family that I mentioned in an earlier video this week. And I was drinking some wine, but it made me realize that life is too short to hide who you are. And it's not the thing of I just want to broadcast it to the world that I'm a witch and that I'm bisexual. It's that I don't want to feel like I have to hide anything like that. And if I want to post something on my Facebook page or have things in my house, that represent that stuff, wear certain clothing, um, I just want to be my true, authentic self. Um, and with today's modern technology, I felt it was better just to put it on Facebook. Simple, get it done, over with. Just because instead of trying to think of a way in my head on how to, I guess, bring up a way to tell people in my family that like isn't awkward or anything like that, and just kind of avoiding that face-to-face interaction when you first tell them, and so that way they can read it and then think about it, and then if they see me or they want to talk to me, then they can talk to me about it, without emotions clouding thoughts right after hearing something that they might not understand or agree with. But I guess my mother, I'm friends with her on Facebook, but I guess she just saw it for the first time last night because she sent me a text message saying like, "What the heck is going on with you?" and just kind of going off about it and saying that we needed to talk about it. Um, Now, mind you, I am 28. I live on my own with my fiance. But I know how parents are sometimes, and mine are no exception. They're divorced, but I wasn't a sheltered child, but I was that child where, as I've grown older, they, I guess it's they don't want to come to terms with that I'm almost 30 and that I'm an adult and I need to make my own choices and make my own mistakes and everything like that. But the whole point of this post is, people who have kids, especially young adults who are 18 and older and even around 15 or 16. Um, and now I want to point this out first. As long as they're not hurting themselves or other people or getting themselves into dangerous situations, um, if they want to do something, don't try and stop them. Let them do it. Offer your advice on it, and just kind of let them figure out who they are. Let them make their own mistakes because that is the only way that they will learn. And also, if you have a, a kid, a child that is an adult that might decide that they want to do something that you don't agree with, whether it's uh, political, religious, um, even if it goes against your morals, just love them, offer your advice and your support. And I'm not talking morals like if they decide they want to go and break into houses. Um, like some people have different morals about things that they believe how people should be, is what I'm saying. So, say you are a pagan and one of your kids comes to you and they tell you that they don't feel like they want to follow a pagan path and they want to follow a Christian or Jewish path or Hinduism or Buddhism. And, if you don't agree with that, you know, don't try and talk them out of it. Let them find their own way. It's just the same if there are any Christian parents that see this and your child wants to follow a different religion that they feel um, resonates with them a little better, let them do it. And, don't shun them out of your life or yell at them or be ignorant to them just because that's something that you might not understand or you don't agree with. Like if you have a child that wants to join the military, you don't agree with the military because maybe you're a pacifist or you don't want anything to happen to them. You can voice your concern, give advice, but don't try and stop them. Let them do it. You know, um, because it's their life, it's not yours. Um, because as children, we need to figure out things on our own. Even when I'm 50 years old, I'm still going to make decisions, that my parents don't agree with. And one video that I saw that I actually really liked, actually saw it after I started on my pagan path. It was interesting. It was a black minister from Texas. I don't know if he was a televangelist or what, but it was a recorded video that was on his Facebook page, and he was basically saying that Christian parents who shun their kids, kick them out of their house, he told them, he said, if you're a Christian parent and your daughter ends up pregnant and you kick her out of your house and you don't talk to her, if your son or daughter comes to you and tells you that they're gay and you kick them out of your house and shun them, um, if your son or daughter comes to you and says that they no longer believe in the word of God and you kick them out or shun them, he said, shame on you. You don't deserve to be a parent. And in other words, that it's not the Christian way, because he said if he had a daughter that said that she was pregnant, if he had a son or daughter that came to him and said that they were gay, he said the first thing he would do is hug them. So, it just goes to show as your kids are finding their way in life, no matter their age, with certain things, don't try and stop them. Just give advice. Let them find their way, make their own mistakes, make their own successes. Um, and obviously, with smaller children, and even with teenagers, you have to be a parent and not let them do certain things, and that I completely understand. But there are certain things you have to let them find their own way, whether it's simple things as religion, education, um, getting a driver's license, getting a job. Let them find their own way. Don't try to dictate their life to what you want it to be. Let them make their life to what they want it to, because I don't know how many people I know where their parents told them, you have to do this in college, or you have to do this job, and they somehow had that instilled in them that they had to do this, and then later in life they realized that they wasted time doing something that they didn't really want to do, and that they wanted to do this, and then they were mad because they could have started it earlier and been at a different place in their life, you know, that they could have already been at that age. So, so my point of this video is love your kids, let them figure out life for themselves, and offer your advice, love, and support, because that's all you really can do. Because I'm sure if you had somebody trying to tell you what they wanted you to do with your life, you wouldn't like that. Now, obviously, if they decide that they want to try to do something that is, illegal or putting themselves in dangerous situations, no matter the age, that's something where an intervention may be needed. So, but much love to you guys. I will update um, once I have spoken to my mother and listening to what she has to say about stuff, even though there's really nothing to talk about and I don't know what she wants to talk about as far as certain things in my life. But I hope everyone has a great Monday. Bye.